WNBA star Brittney Griner has returned to the US via prisoner exchange after being detained in Russia, but it came at a terrible cost. America received Griner, who was an entitled, spoiled athlete, while Russia got Viktor Bout, the most dangerous and sinister arms dealer of our time. This whole situation was a disaster from start to finish, and serves as a perfect example of how embracing the progressive agenda can bring startling consequences. For MRCTV, I'm John Simmons, and welcome to the woke world of sports. Griner was originally detained in Russia back in February for illegally possessing a cannabis oil vape cartridge, since Russia does not allow people to own weed products. Griner was held in detention for several months and then sentenced to 9 years in a Russian labor camp. This whole thing could have been avoided if Griner had simply left her pot product behind. Naturally, Russia pounced on this opportunity to strong-arm the ever-weak Biden administration into releasing a dangerous criminal and to show the world just how feeble America's foreign policy is. It took a few months, but Sleepy Joe caved to the Kremlin and released Bout. Just to give you a little context on how bad this guy is, Bout has fueled conflict in third world countries across the globe through arms dealing for decades and killed several American DEA agents. He has facilitated so much pain and suffering across the globe that he has earned the nickname the Merchant of Death. And we exchanged him for a basketball player who hates America? The stupidity doesn't stop there. Russia is still holding Americans Paul Whelan and Mark Fogel in their prison camps. Whelan is a former Marine and Fogel is a school teacher. Whelan and Fogel are white men, and Griner is black, female, and lesbian, a poster child for the progressive agenda. Just ask Van Jones of CNN.
Brittney Griner represents everything in this country. She's female, she's LGBTQ, she's black, and she's extraordinary. She's excellent. She's overcome. She's an icon. She's done everything you can do in her sport and more.
For an administration obsessed with identity politics, it is no surprise Biden only fought for one of those Americans to be released. Plus, according to one Biden officer, Griner is a patriot. Jason Whitlock perfectly summed up how holding onto the progressive worldview overrode common sense in this situation on his show The Blaze.
This is wrong. This damages America. This weakens America. This makes us look foolish. I get that that Russia's laws on drugs are draconian and way too punitive. But Brittney Griner took that risk. She violated their laws, and we shouldn't have bent over backwards and sent an arms dealer nicknamed the Merchant of Death for the release of a basketball player who has done everything in her power to diminish America and portray America as unfair and racist and beneath her.
America's love affair with the progressive ideology has ruined everything it's touched, from politics to entertainment. But now the fruits of this worldview could cause tangible and serious harm to millions around the world.